home. So by the time we leave here, it should be a smooth, easy drive. Welcome to the 2019 Special Olympics Colorado Hall of Fame presented by Comfort Demo. Thank you for being here today. This is such a special occasion for everybody in this room, especially for our athletes. A quick round of applause to all of these athletes in this room right now. At Denver Center, we work closely with Special Olympics Colorado, and I have to say it is one of my favorite organizations. From the plane pull that we did, has anybody here done a plane pull before? Awesome. Okay, I'm still up in the air with the polar plunge. I don't know if that's quite my event, but yeah, from the sounds of the crowd, you guys agree with me. But it's such a fun event, and when you get done with it, you almost kind of want to do it again, right? Well, we are so proud to be a sponsor with Special Olympics Colorado. I cannot wait for today. I love some of the people in this room. I have grown to know some of these athletes, and they are just some of the most special people in my life. Two of them are with me right here. They're going to help me, my co-MCs for the day. Please help me welcome Kean Fair and Andrew Trudeau.
Thank you. I'm Kean, and I have been the Special Olympics athlete for 7 years. And I am also a fitness captain and athlete leader.
I'm Andrew, and I have been a SoCo athlete for 5 years, and also a fitness captain and athletic leader.
Okay, so I know you guys have been best friends for quite some time now. Can you tell us how you two met?
It was our first year class together at freshman orientation in high school. I sat in the second row because, well, I didn't want to be a teacher's pet. And then, who comes and sits in front of me but this guy?
Well, I decided to stay in front because it was what my teacher had told me to do.
And I was just thinking, who put this big tree in front of me?
That's not how I remember it. I said, who's the short guy sitting behind me?
We're talking 11 years ago. How am I supposed to remember the details? However it happened, he turned around and said hi, I said hi, and we hit it off ever since.
You know, Kean, if I got on your shoulders, we'd be taller than Andrew. And then who would be the tree, huh? Who would be the tree then? I love that story. Okay, can you guys tell everybody out there what sports you compete in?
Well, swimming, bowling, volleyball, and a little bit of cycling.
I do pretty much the same. Though I will add the reason why we don't do cycling more is because it conflicts with basketball.
Bocce-ball, pretty awesome. All right, tell me more about what it means to be a fitness captain. What is that?
Fitness captains lead teams in their warm-up stretches and stage day fundraise to stay fit and healthy.
It's important to warm up so athletes don't get sprained. But I'm mostly doing it because he's doing it.
Now, did you guys know that this marks the 50th anniversary of Special Olympics Colorado? 50th. That's right. For 50 years, Special Olympics Colorado has been creating opportunities for people of all abilities through joy and power of sport. And while much progress has been made, there is still much to be done to ensure the acceptance, the respect, and the dignity for everyone, making sure everyone knows that that is the norm. So tell me guys, Special Olympics has come a very long way over the 50 years, but what is your dream really for the next 50?
My dream is for athletes to continue competing and doing a great job in their sports.
I'm 26, almost 27, so you're talking when I'm 70. Yeah, I guess my dream is to continue to foster inclusion and friendship. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we had better get on with the show. It's important that we continue for more athletes about their dreams for the future, not just us two.
Yes.
Okay, can we hear it from these two, please?
name is Anna Casco. I am 46. I have been doing Special Olympics for 38 years old, 38 years. I have competed in bowling, snowshoeing, bocce, powerlifting. In fact, I am the only girl on my powerlifting team. I can lift 185 pounds. Back when I was in school, things were very different. I was very separated for all the kids. When I would see them in the hallways and cafeteria, they were mean to me. They would laugh at me and call me things like the R word. All I wanted was them to have friends. They would never got to know me. They never had a chance to get to know me with them. So I knew them as strangers to me. I don't think people mean to try to be mean. I just think they were afraid of me because I am different.
Hi, my name is Becky Compton. My nickname used to be the Lazy Man, but that didn't go over too well. And then it was changed to the Boss Man because I was the boxing. But now I am called a real deal. I am 17 years old, and I have been a Special Olympics athlete since I was really young. While it was a lot of fun playing with my teammates, I remember that every time we played against Evergreen, we would get beat like a drum. I am a junior at Luncheon High School, and through a Special Olympics, I have been able to play soccer, flag football, basketball, tennis, and taekwondo.
My name is Emily, and I'm 16 years old, and I am a student and Unified Partner at Luncheon High School, which is a Unified Champion School. Unified Schools brings students of all abilities together to unified sports, inclusive youth leadership, and host engagement opportunities like test rallies and inclusion campaigns. My favorite part about the Unified program is the friends that I have made. I've always been a fairly shy and introverted person, but the friendships and trust that I've developed with the athletes, partners, and coaches have taught me that it's okay to be myself, and have motivated me to be a little braver and to be willing to step outside of my comfort zone. This program has truly changed who I am as a person.
I was homeschooled before going to Legend, so before I started, I was very nervous because I was afraid to get bullied. It is such a good school, but when I got there, 3 students who I did not know asked me to sit with them at home. At the back-to-school night, I was given some information about the Unified program, and the coaches encouraged me to join. I'm so happy that I did. While it was great to be able, I participated in sport. I am most happy about how I'm accepted by coaches, partners, and teammates. We are supported by the whole school. Because of all the support from Unified School and home, I really learned with the Special Olympics knowledge game. Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave.
It makes me happy to know that the schools have changed since I was there. My life has changed since I have learned to change. I have learned to feel proud of who I am. Special Olympics has helped me meet my husband, Dean. 22 years later, we are happily married and living independently. My dream in the future for everyone is to have a great friend, for people not to be scared of someone who is different than you are. Unified partners can make a difference in the athletes' lives, but I think what a lot of people need to understand is the impact that the aren't afraid to be themselves, try new things, and give it their all. I learn from them every single day. My hope for the future is that the inclusion revolution is just getting started and that more youth get involved to help strengthen this unified generation and create better relationships through inclusion, encouragement, and kindness. We are now excited to begin the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. To begin, we will recognize 4 honorees who were inducted earlier in the year in front of all their peers. Let's take a look.
Since becoming the Unified Champion School 4 years ago, Rangeview High School has embraced the program to the fullest extent with the incredible support of Aurora Public Schools. What started as one unified basketball team soon grew to include unified soccer, track and field, flag football, and cheerleading. The Rangeview Unified Basketball team has played in front of tens of thousands of fans at Pepsi Center during a unified exhibition, while the soccer team brought home the gold at state summer games and represented Colorado as the Raptors Unified Soccer Team. The commitment to inclusion extends beyond the court and the field, and a student-led unified leadership group that has hosted proms and fundraisers, spoken at several district-level meetings on behalf of BCS, and hosted SoCo's Unified Champion Schools Youth Summit. Rangeview accomplished all of these in only 3 years. The unwavering commitment that the students and teachers at Rangeview High School have to creating an inclusive school environment that welcomes, accepts, and celebrates students of all abilities is why they are the recipients of the Doug Fulton Unified Champion School Connection.
Are paving the way for the Young Athlete Program. They have been a part of the Young Athlete Program since 2016 and have approximately 235 students in 16 preschool classrooms, and roughly 40 teachers, therapists, and staff that coach young athletes. The Inglewood Early Childhood Education Center has continued to provide the highest quality young athlete programming since its inception. They promote inclusive environments in a variety of ways throughout their school, ensuring that students of all abilities work together as a team and are both challenged and empowered to reach their full potential. The teachers, staff, and students at the Inglewood Early Childhood Education Center are committed to the success and growth of the Young Athletes Program while being an example for others to follow. We are proud to induct the Inglewood Early Childhood Education Program at Maddox into the 2019 Hall of Fame.
Passionate, humble, inclusive. Those are just a few of the words that have been used to describe the McManus family, the 2019 Family of the Year. Jerry and Virginia, along with their children and grandchildren, have been involved with Special Olympics Colorado for nearly 40 years. They first found out Special Olympics Colorado when their daughter Ginny was just 12 years old and joined as an aquatics athlete. Through Special Olympics, Ginny has kept active, made friends, and led a busy social life. Jerry has taken his passions for Special Olympics to the Denver Elks Lodge number 17, where he's a member and was instrumental in creating the Western Night fundraiser over 20 years ago. The event has raised more than $50,000 over the years for Special Olympics Colorado. The McManus children and grandchildren have also been involved in this event, and many others over the years. Just like Special Olympics Colorado, Ginny is celebrating his 50th birthday this year. Thank you to the McManus family for all they have done for our organization, and congratulations on your induction as the 2019 Special Olympics Colorado Family League.
The Athletes of Special Olympics through the Law Enforcement Torch Run Program. Last year, Colorado law enforcement agencies raised more than $1 million. One of those dedicated agencies is the Aurora Police Department. For over 20 years, the Aurora Police Department has been an incredible partner and advocate for Special Olympics Colorado. They have volunteered countless hours for our athletes, awarding medals at competition, hosting fundraisers like their No Shade campaign, and raising thousands of dollars for Chippewa events, polar plunges, and paintball teams. Most recently, Aurora PD Lieutenant Cassidy Carlson, with the support of Chief Met, served as the committee co-chair of the 2019 International Law Enforcement Torch Run Conference, which hosted 1,200 officers from around the world here in Colorado. The Law Enforcement Torch Run program would not be what it is today without agencies like the Aurora Police Department. They have a culture of compassion and respect for all, and we are honored to induct them into the Hall of Fame as the Law Enforcement Agency of the Year.
That scares me a little. Please join us in recognizing this year's awardees who were inducted earlier this year. The Doug Fulton Unified School of the Year, Rangeview
you know that Special Olympics runs more than 100 competitions and events every year?
Holy moly, how is that even possible?
It's possible because of volunteers. There are more than 10,000 of them that support us each year.
That's right, guys. Volunteers are the backbone of this organization, and simply put, Special Olympics would not exist without the time, the energy, the commitment, and the enthusiasm of our volunteers.
We are grateful to all our volunteers and today. We are excited to celebrate our Volunteer of the Year, Ryan Torch Bob. Let's meet Torch.
The 2018 Volunteer of the Year, Ryan Torch Bob, has been involved in Special Olympics for 31 years. Over that time, he's become an indispensable member of the Special Olympics Colorado family. His roles have included serving as a unified partner and event volunteer. He is currently a vital member of the support services team on the Games Organizing Committee, the group responsible for the planning and execution of our state competitions. He sees his fellow members as family and has credited his involvement with keeping him grounded to what is important in life. He has dedicated countless days, nights, and weekends to ensure that our competitions run without a hitch. He's always willing to help when additional support is needed and is typically the very first to arrive and the last to leave. Anyone who spends time with Torch can easily recognize that he is a humble, kind, and selfless individual who loves celebrating athletes more than being recognized for his tremendous hard work. He takes pride in every job given to him and brings immense value to our athletes' experiences throughout the state. Thank you and congratulations to the 2019 Special Olympics Colorado Volunteer of the Year, Ryan Torch Bob.
Presenting Torch with this award is the Special Olympics Colorado Competition Director, Susan Bone.
Good afternoon. It is a privilege for me to be here. There are many volunteers at Special Olympics worthy of this award, and to have been chosen among them as the Volunteer of the Year is one of the greatest honors of my life. I want to thank my wife Sue for her support, patience, and understanding for the time spent away from home over the years. I also want to thank the employees and volunteers I've worked with who have helped make being part of Special Olympics so rewarding. One person who I want to thank specifically is a gentleman named John Lauder. John was my lieutenant at the Cunningham Fire Protection District. John also worked in the military at Buckley Air Force Base and is the person who got me involved in Special Olympics in 1988. Special Olympics has been a big part of my life for more than 30 years. The people I have worked with at Special Olympics have been some of the most compassionate, giving, kind-hearted people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. The greatest motivator for me are the athletes. The smile on their faces when they complete a competition, the hugs they give when they receive a medal, or the thank you they offer for all of the small tasks being done on their behalf. They are the most honest and genuine people I have ever met, and I have become a better person because of them. One of the greatest gifts a person can give to their community and to their fellow man is to volunteer some of their time for a worthy or needed cause. To the people who have taken time out of their lives to volunteer for others, I applaud and thank you. To those of you who have never volunteered before, I encourage you to consider donating some of your time for a cause that you believe in. Volunteers play a vital role in the success of our communities and the programs that are a part of them. While the impact and benefit from volunteering is enormous, don't be surprised if you discover that volunteering makes your life more meaningful and fulfilling as well. Thank you.
Next, please help me welcome Brett Matarazzo to present the Vicky Matarazzo Coach of the Year Award.
On behalf of our entire family, including my father, Joe, and my 4 siblings, thank you for the tremendous honor of naming the Coach of the Year Award after our mom, Vicky, who was a dedicated tennis coach for 25 years
carrying on my mom's legacy of volunteerism. My mom loved Special Olympics and the athletes and families she worked with. It was her true calling. She believed that a coach could have an incredible impact on an athlete and in the community. Coaches teach the skills and sportsmanship that define an athlete. They are role models and character builders. They help athletes find their own inner strengths and abilities on and off the court. Amazingly, I think most coaches would agree that they get more in return than they give. It is said that a good coach will impact more people in a year than most will in a lifetime. That was true of my mom, and is very true of this year's Coach of the Year, Aspen DeField. Let's take a look.
The 2019 Coach of the Year, Aspen DeField, has been involved with Special Olympics Colorado since 2007. Her involvement began as a volunteer in college and has continued through her work with Denver Parks and Recreation. Aspen went from a volunteer to her true passion as a Special Olympics coach, crediting the gratitude, courage, and positivity SoCo athletes exude. Aspen has coached 14 different sports, including skiing, snowboarding, basketball, and aquatics. She has also coached the World Games twice, and coached soccer for the Special Olympics Colorado Unified Rapid Ski. Terencia Bove-Nickel, parent of athlete Mackenzie Bove-Nickel, says that Aspen has the uncanny ability to motivate athletes to challenge themselves beyond what they thought they were capable of doing. Terencia says she has so much admiration for Aspen and how she connects with athletes, guides them, and sets expectations of them. Congratulations, Aspen, on your selection as the 2019 Special Olympics Colorado Coach of the Year.
I brought my mom's quote. I'd like to thank Brett and all of the Matarazzo family. Anyone who knew Vicki knows what an honor it is just to be said in the same breath as her name. So that's a huge, huge honor and privilege for me. So Mackenzie nominated me, and the first thing I said was, do I have to do a speech if I win? And she laughed at me and said, and you have to take pictures. So thanks for that, Mackenzie. My favorite part of knowing that Mackenzie nominated me is knowing that she actually likes me. It took a while for us to get there, and now we're kind of inseparable. But she gets to hear my lectures and my cheers and my demands and see all of my proud coaching moments front and center, and she still keeps coming back. So I think I must be doing something right, and it really is my favorite part about this role in this job. It's just having those connections with the athletes and the people like Mackenzie. Like so many others, I have really just found my home in Special Olympics. There are so many amazing people that we get to be surrounded by. There's, the athletes and their families who really just trust us implicitly with their most precious people, and that's a huge responsibility that we don't take lightly. There's amazing volunteers and coaches that we get to be surrounded by every day who are so generous and dedicated, and I'm fortunate to call a lot of them my friends. And I love them from speakers, sorry. Let's see. Athletes, coaches, volunteers, yes. And I think that the biggest part about this is knowing that they believe in me as much as I believe in them. And so that's what I'll take away with this. Like I said, this award with Vicki's name on it is just a huge honor, and I hope to just keep earning it every day for the rest of my career and keep moving forward with this awesome Special Olympics family.
So let's put Mackenzie on the spot just for a second. What sports are you playing?
I play basketball, volleyball, snowboarding, tennis. Used to be tennis. Soccer. Who said
by the way. Ski resorts got some good snow last night. All right, Special Olympics relies on the support of many organizations and community partners to implement its programs and impact thousands of athletes across the state. This year's Community Partner of the Year has gone above and beyond to support SoCo for many years, including in a very big way at this very event. Let's meet our Community Partner of the Year.
The Hyatt Regency Denver's dedication to Special Olympics Colorado extends throughout the entire organization and spans nearly 15 years. The Hyatt staff has been regularly involved in SoCo events, including the golf tournament, playing pool, polar plunge, winter games, Pens for a Purpose, and boxing booths. In addition, they host and support our largest fundraiser, Hall of Fame, year after year. The Hyatt Regency's General Manager, Greg Leonard, is also a coach, volunteer, and a board member for the Special Olympics Colorado. Beyond their professional involvement, the Hyatt staff members have taken a personal interest in regularly supporting SoCo athletes. Whether it's bringing hot cocoa to winter competition, welcoming 90 athletes on the Cherry Creek Aquatics team every Sunday, or leading a playing pool team year after year, the Hyatt staff go the extra mile to support Special Olympics Colorado. The Hyatt Regency Denver has very strong values around empathy and care that clearly align with Special Olympics Colorado, and we are honored to recognize them as our 2019 Partner of the Year.
Denver is General Manager, SoCo Coach, parent and board member, Greg Leonard. Let's give him a huge round of applause.
Well, I brought my support group. Could actually bring everybody out of the hotel. We've got about 700 colleagues in the hotel that I'm so proud of every day for what they do. And it's wonderful to see so many people here today. Thank you all for being here and supporting this wonderful organization. And thanks to this team behind me and my daughter Amanda. This is truly an honor, a tremendous honor for the Hyatt Regency Denver to be recognized and awarded this great honor as Community Partner of the Year. There's so many people that are involved with this organization. To be singled out is amazing. We're just very, very proud of it. As I mentioned before, we have about 700 colleagues throughout the hotel here, and they never cease to amaze me with what they do, the volunteering, whether it is at the pool or in the pool, on the ski hills, or at the lodge with hot chocolate for our athletes. Where's our hot chocolate cocoa queen? Right over here. We're in the bowling alleys, raising funds. What is it? Pens for a Purpose. We're on the bocce court, rolling the bocce ball. We are in the freezing water, plunging in the water, freezing for a reason. We're pulling planes, as you saw. We have people involved in so many ways in this organization. And again, it is truly an honor for us to be recognized, the entire hotel, and we will forever be involved with the SoCo family. Megan, thank you to you and your team.
I'm also told that Greg is Kean and Andrew's swim coach and that he's somewhat of a drill sergeant, right? Yeah. Congratulations, Eddie.
These guys, you think they're funny up here? Come to a swim practice and see them lead the stretching, the fitness. They're off the
I kind of need you both up here with me. Come here. These two, they're the pilots. I'm just the wingman on this event here. So get up here. I need your support. It is now time to induct our Male Athlete of the Year, Jeff Clark. Now, Jeff has been a Special Olympic athlete since 1992. He competes in many sports, including track and field and aquatics. His unified partner describes him as an encouraging person who is a role model on and off the field, and his teammates describe Jeff as someone who is always looking to help others. Let's learn a little more about Jeff.
Jeff Clark has been involved in Special Olympics Colorado for 27 years. I've known Jeff for 20 of those years. He clearly understands the meaning of helping others while learning and trying new things. He recently has taken on his least favorite sport, which is swimming.
Jeff has wanted to learn to swim since he was a child. 2 years ago, he got the courage to try out Special Olympics adaptive swim lessons. He has cerebral palsy on his right side, which means he can't use his right arm and leg as well as his left in order to swim. It has been so helpful to see people work with him and try out different ways of swimming that will work for his ability level. He's now able to swim confidently in the shallow end of the pool on his own. This experience has been so important for him, and it's been a true blessing to help him see what he can accomplish instead of what he can't.
Some of the sports that I do are basketball, softball, tennis, golf, volleyball, flag football. My favorite sport is tennis because it's really fun.
He's always friendly, he's always a great sportsmanship, always a good positive attitude. You can always get a smile from him and a high five. He gives 100% whether it's practice or the competitions. To me, this is the epitome of what our games are about.
He's grown in his abilities with all the sports that he's moved on up to the all-athlete team. He doesn't let anything hold him back. He doesn't see anybody's ability or disability holding him back.
It's been a blessing being involved with Special Olympics. I get to compete all year round now. I've met other volunteers, athletes, and coaches, and I don't think I'd be where I am today without Special Olympics.
Of the Year, Jeff Clark.
Thank you for this recognition. I wouldn't be the person I am today without Special Olympics. Thank you to everyone that has helped me through my journey since I started Special Olympics 28 years ago. When I first joined Special Olympics, the Healthy Athletes program didn't exist and neither did the leadership programs. Because of those programs today, I have known more about eating healthier, and I'm also a fitness captain coordinator. And thanks to LPU, learning about the governments and being a leader, and next year I'll be taking a communications course. I've seen a lot of changes through Special Olympics. From the time I started until now, people are different, have different attitudes towards people with intellectual disabilities. I used to be called the R word, and people now don't use that word. They're more respectful, and I also have a lot of friends and feel included. My wish for the next 50 years of Special Olympics Colorado is for it to keep going and growing. Some cities in Colorado have more sports than others, and by growing, there could be more opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities to play sports. Thank you.
Years. Pretty amazing, huh? What do you guys think? Yeah? 50 years? So my name is Chris Staff. I am the Senior Director of Public Affairs for Albertson Safeway, and I'm also a member of SoCo's Board of Directors. Safeway has been a proud supporter of Special Olympics Colorado for more than a decade, and during this past year, we had a campaign in our stores at our check stands raising money for people with disabilities, and I'm proud to announce that we have raised $75,000 for athletes here at Special Olympics Colorado. So today I have the privilege of introducing the Female Athlete of the Year, Susan Sperling. Susan has been participating for 21 years in a wide variety of sports. She's been described as a constant cheerleader for her teammates. She's determined, she's focused. I understand she is an absolute delight to coach. An athlete who always puts her best forward and works extremely hard. Her teammates and coaches alike agree that it's her enduring spirit and positive attitude that makes her stand out. Let's take a quick look at Susan.
My name is Susan Sperling. I grew up in New York State. I've been living in Colorado Springs since 1993. I've been in Special Olympics 21 years, January will be 22. When I moved to Colorado Springs, I found out about a therapeutic recreation program through a brochure. I wasn't sure if I fit in or not, but I thought that I would give it a try. And I made a lot of bad choices in my life, I'll be honest, but Special Olympics is the best decision I ever made. And I didn't get started in Special Olympics till winter sports in 1998. I discovered in my 40s that I was starting to like a lot of things that I didn't like before. And one of them was sports. I did skiing, and then after that I did track and field. Oh, I did basketball too. Then I did cycling, and then later I did golf. I still ski, nothing's gonna stop me.
Susan has a lot of energy and a lot of spunk to her. She has worked really hard to overcome those struggles, and through the resources that she has utilized within the community to become a better person herself.
My favorite thing about Special Olympics is being included. It's like you included me, because I was always left out of things all through school. I love fitting in, I love being accepted. My biggest inspiration is probably my mom and dad, because they believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. They encouraged me to keep on going, even with the limitations that I had. My dream is every athlete's dream, to be selected to go to World Games someday. And I don't care if I'm 80 years old. I feel included in Special Olympics, and I don't feel left out. And I know my mom and dad would both be very happy for me if they were here right now. I was born 12 years before Special Olympics was founded. Back then, people with intellectual and developmental disabilities were institutionalized, and that was something my parents were told to do, but they refused to. My parents knew that I was different from other kids, but they raised and treated me like any other kid. They wanted me to feel included and normal. I never really was able to appreciate just how much that they did for me until I was much older. I wish my parents were alive today to see me get this award. They'd be really proud of me. I'm very proud of the woman I've become, and I have to thank Special Olympics for that. I live independently with my exotic birds. I love to travel to different places, and I've been learning Spanish, and I'm confident who I am because of the programs Special Olympics offers. I'm part of the community. I have lots of friends, and I'm always having fun. Before discovering Special Olympics, I was never interested in sports. I hated gym in high school because I was always chosen last for the teams. But I have since learned that sports are a lot of fun, and my favorite sport has become golf. One of my goals in life is to become a better Spanish speaker, the other one's a better golfer. And because of the sports I play, I'm very healthy from all the exercise I get. Thank you. This was a tremendous honor.
like to now bring up Dr. Urich. They just keep jumping up right behind you, surprising me. Which one would you like? You can pick a mic. Or take both, all right.
Good morning. This concludes the 2019 Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Congratulations to all the inductees. You all epitomize the true spirit of Special Olympics. My name is Jeff Spiegel, and I'm a dentist at Comfort Dental. Comfort Dental has been a proud sponsor of Special Olympics for many years because we believe strongly in the importance of sport, inclusion, and access to health care for individuals with intellectual disabilities. And today, it is my honor to introduce today's keynote speaker. Erin Holloway has been a Special Olympics athlete for nearly 4 decades. And over that time, she has served as an athlete leader, international global messenger, mentor to other athletes, and has advocated on Capitol Hill. She is courageous, smart, strong, and a friend to all. Please join me in welcoming Erin Holloway.
Hello, my name is Erin Holloway, and I have been a Special Olympic Colorado athlete for almost 40 years. I have competed in just about every sport, but swimming and unified golf are my favorites. Today, I own a farm on 37 acres where I live independently, have a full-time job, great friends, and I'm happy. However, my path to happiness and self-acceptance has not been easy. I was born in 1960, 9 years before SOCO was founded, at a time when people with intellectual disabilities were treated like we had some sort of disease. People were afraid as they would stay away. I was told that I would never amount to much, live independently, or keep a job. I was placed in a group home, which was a sad and lonely place. They would prescribe me so much medicine, even though I didn't need it. What I needed was someone to care. In school, the kids made fun of me, and the teachers gave up on me. I walked the halls alone with my eyes looking down to avoid making eye contact and hoping that I could avoid being bullied. In 5th grade, I met my first and only friend, Shannon. Shannon kept inviting me to come to Special Olympic swim practice. I finally joined her, and my life was forever changed. Swimming was the best part of my week, and the only thing I look forward to. Special Olympics gave me hope and a reason to keep going when I previously had none. Finally, I had gained enough confidence to flush my meds and leave the group home, even though I had nowhere to go, which was a scary thing to do. I wanted a job so badly, but no one would hire me. I went to a job placement service, applied to every golf course in Denver, and not only would they not hire me, they wouldn't even listen to me. I couldn't even get a lawn mowing job. But I told myself, if you want something bad enough, keep trying. That is what I learned from Special Olympics. Keep trying, because it's going to be okay. I finally got my job at Safeway, and then the second job at United Airlines. I worked nights at Safeway, and days at United, and did Special Olympics every other minute I could. The dedication I gained through Special Olympics transferred to work, where I was a loyal Safeway employee for 25 years. I still work for United after 19 years. Besides the life I can be proud of, I have gained much more from Special Olympics. Leadership, confidence, the opportunity to advocate for myself and my fellow athletes, and friendship. I no longer feel alone because I'm not alone. Over the years, I have earned more than 100 different medals, all of which I treasure. But the most important things I have received from Special Olympics are pride and self-worth. In 2003, I was asked to write an essay about my vision for people with intellectual disabilities. The first part of my vision was for kids of all abilities to be able to learn together in school. My vision has become reality through the Unified Schools program, which is now making schools a welcoming place for students like Micah and so many more. The second part of my vision was for individuals with intellectual disabilities to have earned the right to work in any career they choose and be accepted as people that can do the same thing as anyone else. I stand here before you today as one of those individuals. I am living proof that over 50 years, progress has been made and change is happening. I'm also here to tell you that we still have a long way to go. There are still times where people are uncomfortable around us. I still get asked all the time where I'm from because people think I have an accent. No one is trying to be mean, but it's hard for me to say. I talk this way because I didn't have enough oxygen when I was born. So instead I say, it's just me. People still make assumptions about what us athletes can or cannot do. But we can do it all. We may do it in a different way, and it may not look as pretty or be as fast, but we can do it. Every person in the world wants the same things: to have friends, to be seen, heard, and loved. To everyone here, and to those who have supported Special Olympics athletes as a volunteer, coach, donor, or fan, we say thank you. You have been our friends, and you not only see us, but you hear us. Thank you for helping me find my voice and giving me the confidence to hold my head high, look in the mirror, and be proud of who I see staring back at me. My dream for the next 50 years of Special Olympics is to grow and expand our movement faster because it's important and makes a difference in everyone's life. Thank you. Awesome job, Erin. Thank you for sharing your story so beautifully. Congratulations to all of our inductees, and thank you everyone for being here today. My name is Megan Toohey, and I'm honored to serve as the interim president and CEO after our incredible leader, Mindy Watrous, moved to Florida to pursue her other passion in foster care. In her 13 years as CEO, Mindy expanded SoCo's reputation as one of the leading programs in the country and helped our organization reach new levels of success by virtually every measure. We're so grateful to Mindy for all that she did for SoCo and for our athletes. I would now like to ask the members of our board of directors and trustees, led by our chair, Lauren Quiet, to stand and be recognized, as they are dedicated advocates who work year-round for our athletes. And finally, how about a big welcome and thank you for all of our athletes. Today, I am excited to talk about a journey 50 years in the making,
yet still unfinished. 50 years is a long time, and over that time, we have made great strides in breaking down barriers and shattering stereotypes about the amazing abilities of people with intellectual differences. However, in order to truly appreciate the progress that has been made, it's important to understand where we as an organization and society have come from. For decades, people with intellectual differences have been marginalized, isolated, and institutionalized. They've been told what they could not or would not do by so many for so long. They've been bullied, mocked, and simply left out. The world has heaped a lot of injustice on these individuals, and they have faced an uphill climb almost every step of the way. Yet, how do they respond time and time again? With joy, with kindness, with determination, and with love. And yes, people can be awful to one another, but the beauty is that they can also learn, evolve, and change. And over the past 50 years, Special Olympics has been a leader in the great change that has been made, and made using a seemingly simple platform, sports. However, something as simple as sport can actually be quite complex. Sport gives people the chance to engage all of their emotions: happiness, anger, excitement, frustration. Sport teaches teamwork, accountability, leadership, and courage. But ultimately, sports are rooted in play, and play allows people to cross barriers and overcome differences. Today at Special Olympics Colorado, we are serving 25,400 athletes, which is great. There are 170,000 individuals with intellectual differences in our state, and it is our vision that every single one of them join our movement. Through our Young Athlete Program, kids with and without disabilities can begin participating by age 2, introducing them to the world of sport in a fun and welcoming environment, while showing their families all of the amazing things that their kids can and will do. But it is our vision that no parent has to hear the words, "I'm sorry," as a response when they share that their son or daughter has an intellectual disability. Instead, they should be celebrated because their kids are pretty awesome. Our year-round leadership programming gives athletes the chance to hone their skills and use their voices. They are a powerful group of advocates with an important message: see me as a human, not someone with a disability. And it is our vision that our athletes have the tools, confidence, and platform to lead in any way they choose. Through our Healthy Athletes programming, athletes are receiving training on fitness, nutrition, and healthy habits, and have opportunities to receive free health screenings in areas like dentistry, audiology, and podiatry. And so far this year, we have given more than 1,700 free health screenings, which is amazing. Yet, we just heard from an athlete who for years has been using his phone to zoom in on books and menus so that he could read the words because he couldn't afford prescription glasses. That person is Jeff Clark, our Male Athlete of the Year. But at a recent competition, Jeff was able to go through one of our vision screenings and receive free prescription glasses, which you saw him wearing today. Sadly, Jeff isn't alone, and the health problems our athletes face are vast. 62% are overweight, 45% have signs of gum disease, and almost half are wearing shoes that do not fit. But what I love about the Healthy Athletes program is that not only are athletes receiving health screenings and education that they need, but medical providers are receiving training and experience working with individuals with different abilities, which they can then take back to their practices, thus providing higher quality of health care for everyone. So our work continues, and it is our vision that all athletes have access to the health care they need. Because if athletes don't feel their best, how can they compete at their best? Another program that has been changing the game is our Unified Champion Schools program, which you heard Emmy and Micah talk about. We now have 390 unified schools impacting more than 330,000 students, ranging from preschool through college. That's 70 more than last year. What's great is the students in these schools aren't the leaders of tomorrow. They're the leaders of today. They know the type of world they want to live in and are creating it through their work, their words, and their actions. However, there are 1,880 schools in Colorado, and it is our vision that every single one is unified. So there is work to be done. Inclusion is a skill. Including those that are different from you is something that can be taught and learned, but it also takes practice. And rather than resigning to a state of division, together we can commit to learning and practicing inclusion every day. And why is it important to do so? Because it's making an impact. But don't take it from me. Listen to what our athletes have to say. Athletes, if you hear me say your name, please stand. And please hold your applause. Special Olympics has helped me play and feel included. Andrew Shimbara, competing for 5 years. Connected me with people and kept me out of trouble. It has really saved my neck. Michael Bush, competing for 8 years. It has made my life so much fuller. No one judges you. Kimberly Crawford, 15 years competing. It makes me feel important. Ariana Morgan, 15 years competing. It shows that people with special needs can do things just like everybody else. Jordan Hall, 16 years competing. Opened new doors of opportunity. Charity Cannon, 17 years competing. I got to meet my wife, Anna, and it connects me to my mom because she put me in it before she passed away. Dean Casebolt, 18 years. I've learned how to work as a team. Travis Bruley, competing 20 years. Made me a better person and a better leader. Bill Burnett, 27 years. Improved my self-esteem and helps me make healthy choices. Tim Sharp, competing for 35 years. I am a more confident person. I have lived on my own for 24 years and have a full-time job. Jeff Gregory, 38 years competing. Before I got involved with Special Olympics, I got beat up all the time. A friend told me, you have a family, but after you grow up, you can pick your family. I picked Special Olympics as my family. Gregory Martin, 47 years competing. Athletes, please stand if you share any of these feelings. If Special Olympics has made you feel good about yourself, make friends, feel healthier, or feel included. Are like rock, hard to shatter and slow to melt. But through their grit, determination, and love, people with intellectual differences have won a place for themselves in society that was barely imaginable 50 years ago. So what are my dreams for the future? I dream of a world where people of all abilities come together as equals. I dream that our athletes don't have to constantly fight an uphill battle, and that society has made way for them to reach their dreams, whatever they may be. And I dream that my kids, ages 1 and 3, grow up in a world where differences are celebrated, and there is no them or us, just us. Our athletes have big dreams too. Athletes, let's hear it for our young athletes. and Special Olympics Colorado is here to help them see their dreams through. And consider this your invitation to join us in dreaming big and to ask yourself this question. What does a person who is nonverbal and has an IQ of 50 have to teach us? A lot. It's our job to learn. Thank you.
The NATP program is the Motor Activities Training Program. It is for the students that are most severely impacted by their disability. And it's a way for them to be included into all of the Special Olympics.
Every time I see her doing something, I feel like it's like something very special. I feel very proud of her.
My favorite part about working with Jackie is her smile. I think that it really lets you know that she's comfortable around you and she is happy.
One high five. Her being able to feel included has really made all the difference for her. The respect that Philip shows Jackie is huge.
Yeah, Jackie. All right, good job.
This program has changed me as a teacher because I see the possibilities that can happen. That there are good people out there. It really takes the time to look at people on the inside. And I think that that's what's really about, is it's humanity.
Our daughter Jackie. We are so happy to be here, and more than anything, we feel so blessed that Jackie is here with us. When Jackie was born, she was just perfect. But at 18 months, she started having seizures, and we found out it was caused by a brain tumor. Hearing the words, your daughter has cancer, was awful. I thought she was gonna die. She started chemo, and when Jackie was 5 years old, they put in a stimulator to stop her seizures, but it got worse. She stopped walking, talking, and eating. The doctor said that she couldn't be able to eat again, so they put a feeding tube. But I still feed her soup and massage her face. Then she started eating again and got stronger. We tried chemo, radiation, but that didn't help. So a doctor in El Paso, Texas removed 90% of the tumor. And after 6 hours of surgery, she was awake, 30 minutes, and ready to live her life. When we moved to Colorado, she went to Mary Middle School. And that was her first year doing MET to a Special Olympics. And then she went to George Washington, and she continued with the Special Olympics. Jackie spent so many years in the hospital. She used to be very shy. Now that she's going to school, she's more social, she smiles, and she has great friends like Philip. She feels included and is growing every day. And I'm so proud of her. Life has been easy for Jackie, but there are many opportunities for special people like her. And it's even hard to even find a playground that she can go to. But through the MET, Jackie can participate and be part of a team. She has the same courage and determination as all the athletes. And as she gains new skills, she gains more pride and joy. My dreams for Jackie have changed over the years. Today I dream for Jackie to thrive and want her to feel included and keep smiling and I dream for her to walk again and for her to say the words, Mom and Dad. Thanks to the program like the Special Olympics and people like you, we know our dreams are possible. Today, we're asking you to ensure that every parent of every special child can dream big too. Please, table captains, open your pockets and distribute your pledge cards. With your support and with athletes like Jackie and those in the room leading the way, I can't wait to see the next 15 years will bring. And thank you for investing in their future.
You just keep those little pens right away. Kian's just waiting for that cue. We need a hand up in the back over there. Cue!
Please welcome for the first time ever the Special Olympics Colorado Unified Party close out our celebration.
Away.
Was that I had the privilege of emceeing the law enforcement torch run banquet, just about a month and a half ago. That was an unreal experience. Talk about a room full of law enforcement, and if you didn't cry or get goosebumps at this event, you wouldn't have. And I know there's been, probably 10, 12 occasions where you have goosebumps today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the Unified Choir. And as Megan alluded to earlier, first of all, guys, get up here. I need you two up here. I can't do this without you. Get over here. Inclusion is a skill, and let me tell you that this group has been practicing that skill day and night. There's no better example of unity than the incredible voices that were joining together just there to share a beautiful song with us. And no better way, obviously, to close our program today. Can you guys sing?
We should get dance to Grease Lightning if anybody started it before.
I think we have our next performance for next year's Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's to Grease Lightning.
I had to say that, Ken. You just had to say that. But that performance just now, yeah, me and him can't top that.
Well, we can top jokes for people.
And that was not part of the script, see? They're off the cuff, too. You know, I want to say thank you to those companies and the people that are on this banner right here next to us. A round of applause. Thank you. If this is your first Special Olympics event, I can guarantee after today, it's not going to be your last, that's for sure. Please find an event, volunteer, join me. We're going to pull or plunge. I might hit 2 or 3 of them. In fact, I've been challenged to do not only the one at the Denver Zoo or that we had out at Wash Park where it's in a pool, but I've been challenged to jump into an icy lake this year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
We're going to be happy for Lauren Megan in to see me tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Megan's going with us. Megan did an awesome job today, and thank you for now being a bigger part of this organization. We are out of time. I know these two could probably go for hours. I know they could, but we want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your card. I will never forget. And have a wonderful afternoon. I guarantee you there's sunshine out there now. So